Ladies and gentlemen, first live podcast for Brothers of Discussion here. So our idea for today is to kind of keep this as an open forum discussion with anybody who wants to chime in. We just lost Sabu, who was just incredible as a person when we've met him in the ring also. So we'd like to talk about ECW, Sabu, his legacy. Also, we're going to just go ahead and combine a lit match into this.
Yeah.
Aaron, you can take that away.
Yeah, we got Barely Legal, ECW, 1997. Go to the network. 1 hour, 37 minutes. Get through the commercials. You'll have probably two of them because it's fucking Peacock. But go to 1 hour and 37 minutes on the nose. And we're going to watch Sabu versus Taz. ECW, Barely Legal, 1997. We were trying to figure out what Taz match to watch, and there's a lot of good ones. But the thing with Taz is, and we'll just get this out before we even get started. He was, I don't know how to say it. He didn't have I don't remember him for matches. I remember him for moments. I remember him for things that he did, not matches that he had. Not to say that he wasn't a great wrestler, but when I think of Shawn Michaels, I think of this match. I think of this match.
Yeah. Absolutely.
With Sabu, I think I remember he broke his neck twice. I remember he got busted open by forearms from Taz.
To me, when I think about Sabu, it's ECW came out when we were very young, and I didn't know about that type of wrestling.
Yeah.
Right. So it
at that time,
to me he's like the beginning of more violent wrestling for me. I didn't know that it existed at that point. So
I was heavy into ECW. I think it was Friday or Saturday night. It was late night now because we lived in PA, so we were able to see that shit.
Yeah,
we were fortunate. It was on.
We definitely got lucky with that.
We got really lucky.
EC Dove, Clint Dye, what's going on, buddy? John Rivers, how you doing? Taz had great matches, one of my favorite champions. Pablo, we agree. Taz and Sabu had great matches together.
Taz was presented the best in ECW.
For sure.
For sure, hands
his
down.
badass shooter gimmick, because he was a badass.
Yeah, the WWE tried to
killed him.
Well, yeah, but they tried to present
brought
him
him
well.
in great.
Yeah, they hyped him up.
Yeah.
They gave him the
you
love.
know you can equate it to. This is kind of a weird thing, but I'm thinking about a great comparison. Shinsuke's first fucking match in the company with Sami Zayn.
Such a banger.
Best fucking match he ever had. Can anybody name a better match that he ever fucking had? Right?
Yeah.
No. Him and Sami Zayn was phenomenal.
Taz's first match in the company. He beats Kurt Angle at SummerSlam, I think, right? In New York. That's crazy. You can't ask for a bigger win.
Right.
What's going on, Matt?
Boy. You guys still good?
Let's see. It says yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're back.
Pablo says Taz gave Angle his first loss.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. His intro into the company, that's a big way to come in. But
yeah,
all right, here we go.
Especially against
we're gonna watch it, guys. If you guys are ready, if you guys are at your spot, we're gonna go. And if you're not, you don't have to watch along. We're still gonna talk about the match and bullshit through it. So
I wasn't listening very well to you. You explained where to go and okay, cool. I was in my own world for a moment. And I apologize.
Yeah. I'll say it one more time real quick. It's ECW, Barely Legal, 1997. 1 hour, 37 minutes will get you to where we're gonna watch it together. It'll be we're past the intros. We're getting right to the match. So
right into the match.
On 3, 2, 1, and play. And there we go. So then they're in the ring already.
And there's my boy Bill Alfonso.
Yep.
Blowing the whistle.
Fucking Bill Alfonso.
It's just two scary looking guys.
That's the ECW arena too.
It's such an awesome place.
It's cool.
It is.
We'll be there in 2 weeks.
2 weeks we will be there.
A lot
we'll
of
heritage,
history.
That's the classic Sabu outfit too, with the the shiny
MC Hammer
Prince of Persia pants. Yeah.
Yeah, slap to start it off. Boom, and another one back. Those are fucking stiff too.
Pablo says I'm on the right corner of the hard cam if you can spot me briefly.
Get the fuck out of here.
Lots of memories.
Dope. Dude, that's dope, bro. That's cool. Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
That's cool.
What's
What's
that's awesome.
Man, we have somebody live watching this
The
with us
ca-
that
the
was
camera.
there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's there.
That's badass,
Where?
man.
He was there. Yeah,
That's cool.
I forget what you looked like back then, Pablo. You the same? Just
Where was he?
Was it the same? You had
The
longer
last time
hair
we
back
were, we
then,
were
I
sitting
believe.
right where those guys were standing.
I can't see
Third
him,
or fourth
but
row,
he was
something
there.
like
Is what
that.
he's saying. If you
Sometimes we sit over to the left behind the announcer's table. Those were great seats too.
Definitely.
It's not a bad seat. This time we're gonna be sitting at the entrance.
Yep.
So the kids can get high fives. And
He
say
would
hi
be
to all the
over
wrestlers. It'll be cool.
on the right side of the screen if he is popping up.
See,
Looks
here's
like
the thing right here. Look at this. This is Matt wrestling. I'm like, Sabu can do that shit. He just chose to
Yeah.
he chose to use the
crazy.
ropes and jump.
That's from his uncle too. If you guys watch Dark Side of the Ring, this was fitting. Like they just did
Younger,
Sheep on
long
Tuesday.
hair, better shape. He said.
Yeah.
We'll spot you. Did we see the Joey Janela interview about Sabu's last match? I did see that where people were trying to blame Joey Janela for Sabu dying.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck them. They're idiots. Janela handled that exactly how he should have. Pretty much told everybody, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's shit happens. I mean, a lot of these guys, when you take drugs throughout your career and do a job like this where you lose blood a lot, you have injuries,
Yeah.
you cause trauma to your body, shit like that.
yeah, he was, and he was
You know,
definitely big into
these
the
guys
drugs.
know what they're doing. Like they understand what they're getting into. We're having
Definitely-
technical difficulties on the video side, but we're going to keep going on this. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll just keep talking.
Yeah, but like he you can't blame somebody for that.
No.
Yeah.
And what they were saying that he was doing was smoking weed in Creighton. You
Kratom.
can buy that. Yeah, you can
Kratom.
buy.
You can buy it at fucking
you can buy it at a
7-Eleven.
gas station.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't.
Listen, if you're out here snorting fucking boner pills, you're gonna die. Sometimes.
Yes. If
It
you're snorting
happens.
anything, you're probably
Sometimes.
going to die.
So
You know?
Yeah.
listen, it's
So,
I mean,
shit happens.
It does.
But I know we said in the last podcast, while we're trying to figure out these technical difficulties,
Hopefully, you guys are liking the match. We're not able
as,
to watch
as
it.
you can see, the ECW World Title here, I do have Shane Douglas, Sabu, who the fuck else signed this
Rhino.
thing? Raven and Rhino
Raven.
on here so far.
Yeah.
When I went to Sabu to get the signature, I said to him, "You were really cool to my son, and I'll never forget it. Thank you so much." And he was just like, "Where was it?" And I told him in Allentown. He was like, "Oh, well, awesome." Obviously, he didn't remember it, but we told the story in the last Mount Rushmore podcast, episode 7, about how we were just standing off to the side, and Sabu left his table where people were paying him money to come up to introduce himself to my son here, which is a high class move. That's taking money out of your own pocket just to say hello to a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few of them that do that.
Very, very cool
Very
of him.
few, but
And every interaction I've ever had with him, he was very pleasant.
Yeah, he signed my chair. I think I met him a bunch of times at Philly and Allentown, but I actually finally got him to sign my chair because I have a bunch of stuff signed by him already. But I wanted him to sign the chair just because I have a good ECW one over there. And he signed it. That was in either Philly or Hamburg. The one in Hamburg was cool.
Was he
yeah,
in
the
Hamburg
one
when
in
we went?
Hamburg was.
He was in Hamburg.
Yeah, there,
I think he was.
I don't think he was there.
Maybe he wasn't.
I think it was-
maybe it was Philly then.
there was a
We've done so
whole.
many fucking
There was a whole
conventions.
bunch out of Hamburg.
Yeah, man, we've done so many goddamn conventions.
Yeah, I know.
You know, it's
Yeah,
like
you got to.
they all kind of blend together, you know. So it's kind of hard to keep track of. Yeah. But my problem is this fucking my TV's old. I need to get a new TV.
Yeah,
I have a brand new. I'd like a TV.
I don't
It's a
think-
3D TV. Like that's the thing.
I don't think
just-
it's the TV.
Yeah.
You know what it is you have a large family, and we're here, and we're
Nah.
connected to your Wi-Fi.
That's not
Everything's
even it.
connected to your Wi-Fi.
because I got a gig of internet speed. I have like the most you can get in a household. So
That's
we don't ever have that issue.
that's debatable.
Yeah.
It's debatable.
So,
Do you even believe it's a whole fucking gig?
a whole gig. It's a whole, and you're right. I can't
It
see
could
it.
be a gig.
I can't see it. They could be lying to my ass.
They are.
I don't
That's nothing that anyone tells you that you pay money to is the truth.
is for real. Yeah, they're bullshit.
It's all fucking horseshit.
Believe me, I work in retail and people ask me, like, how can you charge this? And like, well, we are in a business to make money.
Well,
That's kind of the
right.
deal. Like if we
Same
sold
thing
things
with-
at a loss, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
you
same
know?
thing with painting too.
So,
People, yeah, exactly.
Since we're going to talk about ECW as well, is there a match or a moment in ECW that stood out to you guys more than any other one?
I think that barbed wire match with Sabu and Terry Funk was probably the one that I remember the most, only because it was the fucking craziest.
It was absolutely fucking nuts.
But I think they had a triple threat match. I think it's on this pay per view, and it's Stevie Richards, Shane Douglas, and Terry Funk. I believe Terry Funk wins the world title. It might be this.
It might be.
And Pablo might be able to help me out with that. He was fucking there.
It's true.
So, but anyway, so yeah, I remember that only because I remember seeing Terry Funk do a fucking moonsault off the ladder.
Pablo says he tore his bicep and taped it up.
Sabu did, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, in the barbed wire match.
This is
yeah.
This
Legit.
is, I think, his moment.
Yeah.
That I was
Yeah,
asking
same.
about.
I feel the same. It's just, it's not the coolest moment. It's not the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely the fucking grossest.
You
but
know,
it's the one I think of the most.
It wasn't the coolest moment, but I was a big Raven fan.
Yeah.
Everybody
I
remember.
that.
Everybody,
Dude, when
you know,
he
I
got-
loved Raven.
What are you gonna say about
So-
the cage? When he was...
And it was the dog collar tag match
Oh,
against
yeah.
the Pitbulls.
Yeah.
When
Pitbulls
it was
were
him,
good.
it was him and Stevie Richards, but Stevie Richards turned into just a puddle of blood. And Tommy Dreamer actually came out and fucking put the collar on, and Tommy Dreamer and Raven ended up beating the Pitbulls, which was crazy
Wow.
because Tommy Dreamer and Raven had such a beef, and I think that was Gangster's Paradise was the pay per view.
All right.
Fucking that just to me was crazy because I was a huge Raven guy, and him and Dreamer, like, just for that moment, squashed their beef to win the titles. That was really cool for me.
That was a good storyline that they really had for. That was something ECW did, man. Their storylines were great. I mean, some of their feuds. All right, so we're back in action here.
Matt says that Tommy Dreamer and Raven's cage match still lives rent free for him.
Yep. Where he gets like, it's almost like he's like crucified in the cage.
Also, the lucha matches. It's true.
Yeah.
So we were gonna do
I
a
was gonna
match
say
with
the
the
stereo
yes,
versus
psychosis. Yes.
Like that one will always
Yes.
stick out. Like that's what I was gonna say.
They
Like out of all
they were
the
doing
hardcore
piranhas on the concrete. Like it was nuts, bro.
Will, what's going on,
It was
buddy?
pretty crazy.
Just see you here popping in. Appreciate you guys coming out. Pablo, Will, Matt, Clint, John Rivers, all you guys. I very, very much appreciate you coming, checking it out.
So if you guys are watching this match, you guys are way further along. We're only a minute or two in, and they're still doing chain wrestling. But Taz is going to start fucking with them. So here they go. He does these forearms like
Why does Taz look like
Look
a
at this shit.
potato
he
with
busts his
limbs?
nose over here. He gets a broken nose right here.
Looks like big brown
These
breaker.
cross faces are fucking nasty.
He does. That's funny. Right now, Braun Breaker kind of looks like Taz.
That's true. Yeah.
Except-
now I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it. That's
the
funny.
resemblance. Yeah.
Yeah, I said that.
Look at
My
that.
joke, by the way.
His nose is already fucking.
My joke.
Yeah, he broke his
Easy
nose.
killer.
Not stealing nothing.
He's got
Joke I
joke.
was saying that's true.
There's this match I
You don't
seen one
talk about
time
it.
too, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but when Chris Benoit wrestled for ECW, he wrestled Sabu and broke his neck like a minute in the match. He tried to do a suplex and released him, and Sabu just landed right on his fucking head. Like you could tell that he broke his neck. It was pretty wild. He's had his neck broken twice. Again, a guy who breaks his neck twice to live
Got
to
to be in a
60
lot
is
of
pretty
fucking
crazy.
Got to be in a lot of fucking pain.
Yeah.
You realize how many of these ECW guys that fucking did some wild shit. Like, I mean, New Jack passed away a few years ago.
Yeah,
I think it was today a few years ago.
yeah.
You got Sabu passing away. These guys
Balls
lived
Mahoney,
fucking hard. Balls
Max
Mahoney.
Rotten.
Yeah,
You can go down the list. A lot of
these guys lived really
Pitbull
fucking
number
hard.
one, I think.
Stop playing with the mic.
Yeah, stop.
Fucking Kabbalah. Good call. For the working man.
See that shit too. Like Taz or Sabu's one of those guys where, again, you don't think of this. He does have great matches, but you think of moments. You think of things that he did. He's the influence he has.
Right.
The springboard leg drop that he just did. Who was doing springboards before him?
In America, Nobody.
And who the fuck doesn't? Everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody does fucking springboards.
Yeah, like it's
This
nothing
shit.
anymore.
Mark Briscoe does this. He doesn't do the leap off the top like that, but he uses the chair to flip out into the ring. How many people do that? Like, there's so many things that these guys have influenced and done
Right.
that people still fucking.
Bill
mimic to this
Alfonso makes everything better.
Oh yeah.
He's
His
over
whistle
there.
going and
He's
shit.
ultimate warrior in the rope right there. Gotta
He was a
love
re-
it.
He was a really good man.
Yeah, he was. I just remember that whistle, that
Yeah.
annoying ass
Yeah.
fucking manager that you just wanted to choke.
Yes.
The
And then
fuck
when you
is he
meet him,
doing out
he was
there?
fucking
Cool.
awesome
Cool
in
shit.
person.
Yeah.
And he remembered us when we seen him in Hamburg.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like,
he-
hey, what's up?
Hamburg was a really good one.
Yeah, it was
there
really
was
good.
a
I don't know why-
lot
there was a lot of people there, man. I don't know why they don't do
lot.
that shit again.
Looks
That was
like
good.
Devin joined us. What's going on, Devin? If you missed the beginning, we are watching Sabu versus Taz at the moment, and we're all just talking about our ECW moments and things about Sabu.
They're fighting in the fucking crowd right now.
Keep
I
in
love that
mind,
shit.
the world of wrestling is huge. Some of these guys were just the guys you saw do it first. 100%.
Yeah.
That's what I said. In America, that's the
Yeah.
first guy I saw doing this kind of stuff.
I mean,
What was that?
nothing's original. Nothing's original. Everything's been stolen.
No.
But
Yeah.
Well,
But-
yeah. I mean, you think about it, like
people take things and
So-
it's all about reinvention, right? Like look at the DDT. That was like the finisher.
And now it's a
It's
transition
a
move.
transition move. You know, so things evolve. That's the word I should use. The evolution of it.
Yeah.
But the
What's
one,
he already
the
bleeding?
one finisher that
Yeah, he
piss-
broke his
that
nose.
pisses me
Oh.
off
Yeah,
more
doing
than
the fucking forearms across the face.
the one finisher that pisses me off that they ripped off was the Sweet Chin music. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Every 2 seconds, boom, boom. Like it's like, come on, man.
Pablo
Like,
says, "Fuck Bill." Hated that guy back in the day,
Yeah.
come
but
on.
he's been around a long
like, I
time.
don't know.
Yeah.
That's one that I'm like, they just.
I mean,
there might be like 30 a match. Like
what
some-
DDTs?
No,
and-
Sweet Chin.
Oh,
music.
fucking
The
yeah,
super
super
kick.
kicks. It's
Yeah,
fucking watered down. It's ridiculous.
Like
It's not even
every-
super anymore. It's
every-
just a fucking.
right,
It's just a
everybody
kick.
does it, yeah.
It's just a
Everybody.
kick.
Look at Jay versus Jimmy.
Yeah, that was fucking a travesty. Couldn't even believe that that was the
That
match
they
they
booked
chose to
that.
do.
Look at that shit.
They
Just
booked-
twisting them up.
I'm telling you, fucking Mr. Potato Head versus
Why is-
Prince of Persia over
Why is
here.
Taz humping her?
And he's just, why is he humping him?
Yeah.
See how quick you tap out when somebody tries to put the cock in your ass, okay?
It's true. And in a submission hold at the same time.
Yeah.
Like you're in a sleeper hold and they're trying to butt fuck you. You're tapped up quick.
It's curtains.
You're like, I'm out. You win.
Unless it's a Diddy party, and then
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
it will continue. But Taz over here on top just fucking wailing on him. See, this is what Cena and Orton tried to do
Yeah.
in the beginning here of their backlash match with some chain wrestling.
That hold right there that he has on him, that arm bar,
I'm
if
good
he
with
wanted
that.
to for real, just boom.
Yeah.
Your arm's broke. It's
You can
gone.
rip it right off.
Right out your shoulder, right out your shoulder socket, just done.
So
These fungools in the front seat here. Oh my
you guys
God.
remember when fucking Bam Bam like put Taz through the ring?
No.
I think that was through the ramp, wasn't it?
No, it was through the ring.
Oh, okay. He did it through the ramp too.
He was on his fucking back and he did a
Yeah.
little like
Yep.
slant and went through the ring. Bam Bam is also one of those people that I fucking have always loved and is underrated.
Oh,
Yeah, he's underrated.
that
too.
somersault leg
underrated.
drop.
Because then we had that discussion, like
What
big
is that
men
guy in
that,
the middle
that,
Yeah.
are, that are great, like
Yeah,
top
and-
five. I mean, he got to be cracking the top five. Yeah, for sure.
Who's this? Who's
Bam,
that?
Bam, Bam,
Yeah,
Bigelow
yeah,
for
for sure.
big, yeah.
The
like
most
heavy.
Matt, very good. The most devastating move in sodomy today.
Yeah.
Oh.
I will throw a chair at your skull, just right at your head.
Like we said, to me, like what Tommy Dreamer, wasn't he nicknamed the innovator of violence?
Yeah.
This shit, I didn't know that this stuff existed when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then it popped up because somebody named Pablo, who might be watching right now,
Right.
handed me a VHS and was like, "You should check this out, little man."
Yeah.
And
It's real wrestling.
This was fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
It
to me.
was crazy watching it for the first time.
Face dropped on the chair. Very nice. That probably doesn't feel good if you. Have a
His
broken
nose looks like fucking taco meat right
Yeah.
now. Just fucking destroyed.
I hope he does those crossface forearms. I mean, they're cool to look at. They probably don't feel very good.
He was knocked out because Taz hit the back of his head on a beam. That was Bam Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Taz had to pull him out of the fucking... Or he had to pull him out of the fucking thing to pin him. From
There's
under
a
the ring.
match too that I watched with the Gangstas, and New Jack was knocked out, but they still drug him up to the balcony and
Oh, yeah.
threw him off to do his spot. It was really crazy.
Will says, and when WWE bought ECW, they didn't know what they had or what to do with ECW.
For sure, dude.
100% correct. They tried to WWEize it. It was WWECW. And they were like,
Yeah,
"Oh, let's put Big
lost.
Show and Test and Hardcore Holly in
I
ECW."
mean, I think the reality of it is that Vince can't let somebody else run something that's his. Like that's why everything that
Yeah.
he ran essentially failed. Like the rebranding of ECW 2 different times didn't work because he had to have his fucking paws in it, his hands in
Yeah.
it. NXT was great until he got his fucking hands in it, until it went to USA, and I'll stand by that. When NXT was niche,
When it
and you
was
could
only on the
see-
network.
yes, you can only watch
Oh,
it
it's
on the network.
fucking amazing.
And yeah, it was a moment. It was a moment in time that will never be repeated because he bastardized it. You know, that's what he
Mhm.
does.
Mhm.
So I'm not surprised if you would have let Paul Heyman run it and do it his way or anybody else.
Pablo says, "Get ready for WWE AAA."
Yeah. Oh God.
Matt says it didn't work because ECW was the anti-WWE. I wouldn't say anti-WWE, but they were trying to be different, much different.
Well, and they were hands down.
There's nothing wrong with that either. I don't
No,
think there's anything
that's
wrong
why.
with trying to be different.
That's the thing I like about AEW. It's
Yeah,
not WWE.
That's a good point. Yeah, it is a
It's-
different feel. Yeah, AEW. So,
My favorite Mexican promotion I plan to have bastardized is what Pablo says about AAA.
Yeah, dude, I'm 1,000% with you. I felt way better seeing the AAA guys in AEW than WWE.
Oh yeah,
I prefer a partnership than a buyout because now WWE owns them. That's the
Right.
shitty part.
that's,
It isn't a partnership.
They're
It's
the
not. This is
monopoly,
not a
whatever.
partnership.
Well,
This
you
is
know-
a buyout.
you know
That
who's going to win the
sucks.
AAA championship next week?
Me.
El Grande Americano.
Probably.
Because it's the greatest fucking country in the world. It's fucking Rock Flag Eagle. That's all that matters.
They have Vikingo, which is crazy. I really wanted to see him.
Why did he go in the chair just to go down?
I think he was going to do a spot, and it got.
It just didn't happen.
Instead, yeah, this is wild, dude. The table spot, yeah, that's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, that
man.
hurt a little bit, I'm sure.
That's gotta suck. Like, why? They're just concrete, no pads.
Guys who have been to ECW Arena, to the 2300,
Yeah,
as what they call it now. We're taking our boys in a few weeks. All of them will be there for the first time. Let's get a little comment on how they should prepare. Because we're talking about 12, 10-year-old kids.
13.
Carter's
Yeah.
8, so
Cursing. And we did say we're going to allow them to curse
Yeah.
at the event.
I mean, how shitty would it be if they're chanting like Nick fucking Gage and the kids are like Nick freaking Gage? Like, it's a moment.
Yep.
Sabu was famous for doing his spots even if the guys moved out of the way.
Yep.
It was nuts. You're right, Pablo.
That's a great way to
He was
prepare.
getting his shit in, man.
It's just out of control. Now we're on a little bit of a delay. So the stuff will be coming in. I'm sure Matt will have something about what you should do to get yourself ready for the amount of violence you're going to see.
That poor nose of his, man. I feel bad as shit.
You're going to see more fucking
Guys,
blood
listen,
than the Red
shoulders
Cross.
up.
Man, I watched Jeepers Creepers. Can't be that
Jeepers Creepers. The faggot movie.
Oh my God, that was a
Sorry.
hard ass.
Jeepers
Sorry.
Creepers.
Yes.
It's a good movie. Actually.
No, it's really not.
It's I thought it was good.
bad. The one where it starts with the football team.
That's the second one.
Yeah.
Mediocre.
So-
The first one's way better.
So now that we brought up movies randomly, Who's the best actor wrestler?
The Rock,
No.
Stone Cold.
The Rock fucking and Stone Cold did play the same characters in every movie they're in.
Nah, Rock does play different stuff, but
I got. Oh,
it's
wow.
hard for me to see him
That's-
and not see Rock. So I would give him
I'm
a no.
Yeah.
Miz.
I might say it's Batista.
I think Batista's a great actor.
Yeah, he's coming out.
He's really good.
I really think he's really good.
He's really
I
good.
agree. I think, and he's played a variety of things. He's
Yeah,
played a
he's
villain.
not. Yeah,
He's
he's not
played-
always the
He's been
same
in some
thing.
funny ass shit.
That Marvel.
ever seen him in The Glass
shit was
Onion?
crazy.
The fucking movie, man.
It's nothing like it used to be. Prepare them by not dressing like little bitches and not to eyeball anyone. As many matches in the ring there used to be fights in the crowd. That's true. It's definitely the whole world is different now, Pablo. You gotta wake up
there
here, buddy.
there ain't no fights in the crowd anymore.
No, nobody's
We've been to a
fighting in the
bunch of
crowd.
events. It's
And-
gotten close. There's been some drunk fools, but there's big security there, man.
There's been some drunk fools.
Yeah.
We won't say any names.
Yeah, Walmsley.
I'm always the North Star when I go. I'm always.
Pablo
right
says
as rain.
Hogan, let's go.
Oh!
Hogan's the best
Damn,
the best
fucking
actor
suplex.
wrestler.
No, hell no.
You need to be
Right.
you need to be drug tested.
I'm with you,
sir.
brother. You know why he's saying that? You know why? Because No Holds Barred is the greatest wrestling movie of all time. That's
No,
why
it's
he's
not.
saying that.
No, it's not. They
What's
live.
better? Nope, it's not a wrestling movie.
It's
Has a
fucking
wrestler in
Roddy
it.
Piper, so
Has a
it's
wrestler in
wrestling
it.
to me.
No Holds Barred is the best.
No Holds Barred is not the best wrestling movie.
You know
Torsten
what's
Jordan.
Actually, you know what's a good fucking movie?
Yeah.
That fucking Fighting with My Family, the shit about Paige.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was
It's
good.
actually really fucking good.
No, that was good.
Iron Claw was
Yeah, it was.
Torsten joined.
John Cena in Peacemaker
That-
and
yeah.
Vacation Friends. I
John
do enjoy
Cena's actually a
Cena.
really good.
I do
that's a
enjoy
good choice.
Entertaining, yeah,
He's funny as
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Like
You were from the wrong
and
generation.
what was that?
Suburban
movie?
Commando is the best.
That's
Oh, Suburban Commando is great.
Undertaker
God,
was
it's
in
so
that,
good.
by the
He
way.
was. He was a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
So
Oh
good.
yeah.
He was.
Look at
Dude.
the wrestling.
Phase 1, wrestling is fake.
Thanks, Torsten.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
It's
damn, Thorson, I thought it was real.
Oh, damn. Suplex.
I don't know. John Cena sold more albums than you, bro.
Oof.
That's all I'm saying.
Oof.
What about Queen of the Ring? That I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen it yet, Pablo. I want to, but I have not seen it. We'll have to check that one out.
I'm kind of tongue in cheek saying that No Holds Barred is the greatest wrestling movie. I think The Wrestler's a really good movie too. Mickey Rourke's just a fucking douche, but the movie itself is good. And seeing Marissa Tomei's tits is a bonus. That's
That's
not bad.
always good because
Yeah.
I would
Yep.
totally.
I kind of forgot
Totally.
about it, and then I rewatched it. I'm like, oh shit, that's right. She's like a stripper, like, and she strips like, if she's in the movie 35% of that 35%, 75% of that she's on. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's crazy. I know it was a
We're
Steiner
gonna-
Man thing there, but it's pretty wild.
Hey, our friend Phase 1, because he's too cool to put his real fucking name on here.
He's not
Says,
petty.
newsflash, guys, it's scripted. Yeah, so is everything that you
Yeah.
watch. Everything that anybody watches, it's scripted.
It still hurts. Like the guy's nose is broke for real. Both of these guys have had their necks broke for real. Like
The Wrestler is a classic wrestling film. That's true.
it is.
It's very fucking
it's
good.
great. I just rewatched it. It is really, really good. Really
Aaron's
well
doing
done.
Steiner math, apparently.
Yeah,
is
that's
what
what
I
I
was
just said,
I was
yeah.
just told.
Yeah, that's what I just did. Thank you. Because you see, of that 35%, 75% of that. That was my Steiner math. You're welcome.
Well, it's too bad it's scripted. It's all fake.
You just choked him out.
I'm getting some disturbing text messages right now. But we'll try to stay focused.
All right. Everything okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
Match is over, by the way. Taz won. He choked him out.
Taz choked him. So
The Kaja
when we look at, so we did Mount Rushmores on our last
We did.
fucking podcast.
Yeah, episode,
So let's hear everybody's ECW Mount Rushmore,
Oh yeah.
All right.
including the people watching. Please chime in with your ECW wrestling
Who was in
Mount
ECW?
Rushmore.
Oh,
You
young
go to
man.
fuck home.
Young man. All right. So I think these two guys in the ring. I think Taz and Sabu for me.
Okay.
I think they are definitely there.
Taz and Sabu.
Yeah,
Sabu.
I think Tommy Dreamer
Okay.
would have to
Yeah,
be there.
three.
Yep.
I really feel like he has to be there. And it's tough for me because he's a fucking douche. But when I think of ECW,
Oh.
I cannot not think of him.
The blue meanie.
Don't
That's
even-
what you're
the blue
talking
meanie,
about.
yeah.
That's what you're talking
You're
Don't-
thinking of Sandman.
don't-
He was
don't say
thinking
it.
of Sandman.
I'm saying it.
Don't
I'm
fucking
saying
say it.
I'm saying it. I'm saying it. Raven.
I fucking hate you. I don't even think we can continue to do this fucking podcast together.
No, seriously. I mean, and like he is a douche. He Hollywooded us.
Pablo, go back as far as you like. Your personal
Wait, I can
Mount
give one
Rushmore.
because I
Yeah, give us
have
something.
reasons.
Give us.
I had a Taz figure when I was like 6 years old. I had a
Yeah.
Taz wrestling
Torsten
figure.
says his favorite wrestling
Sabu.
movie is Ready to Rumble. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's just pretty funny.
And
His,
it's-
his
it's-
favorite what?
wrestling
Sabu.
movie is
I already
Ready to
gave.
Rumble.
I already gave the Sabu thing.
So Sabu's on his regular Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Okay?
Taz because I had a figure of him when I was 6, and I put a red marker on his face because he was getting beat up and he had a crimson mask. It was so tough.
It's cool.
Okay.
And then-
Taz and Sabu. Two more.
RVD
Okay.
All right. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
And-
really good one.
that's-
and Tommy Dreamer because he was in Impractical Jokers and he beat up Q.
All right.
So
RBD's a good
should
one.
I go
Ooh.
next?
Yeah. Good.
Okay. So Raven, for me. I mean, it goes without saying. Sabu. And then I'm gonna go different. I'm gonna say New Jack.
All right.
And this is going to be the unpopular opinion, but Stevie Richards. Everywhere Stevie Richards went, even though he was a fucking jobber pretty much everywhere, he was relevant everywhere that he went. Stevie Richards is fucking awesome.
I think his best run was ECW. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, no question.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pablo says Eddie Gilbert, the King of Philadelphia,
all right, that's
is
a good
on
one.
there.
That's a good one. He
I'm with
basically
it.
started that promotion for them, so it's a valid.
I'll take it. That's all he said. That's only one fucking person, Pablo. There's 4 faces on Mount Rushmore, but please. please continue.
Sir. What about you, Frank?
Well, you named 2 of them. Sabu, Tommy Dreamer.
Okay.
I gotta
Well,
go
that's
with
easy.
Shit. See, that's what sucks. I would say like can I say a tag team?
Yeah, but that counts as fucking. Yeah,
No,
fuck
no.
it. Okay, go ahead.
The Dudley boys.
Okay, Dudleys.
'Cause I remember them. You know, what I mean, that's where they.
Ooh, with it.
That's where they
Try it
first
again.
came up.
Try it again.
The entire fucking Dudley family.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
There's like
Oh.
17 of them.
Um,
And you got one more spot in there.
Fuck.
Man, I gotta say, and maybe I'm biased because I met this guy too. Is 911.
911 was
What?
fucking
I
awesome.
just remember like
Dude,
that.
so,
Like his wrestling style.
real
like,
quick-
I just
real quick, Matt says RVD, Dreamer, Sabu, and Shane Douglas.
All right.
And if we're not,
Good.
if we're adding non-wrestlers, Joey Styles and Paul Heyman. Pablo says too many fucking names. Shane Douglas, Triple Threat, Taz, Sabu, RVD.
Okay.
Tell these guys a story about when we met 911.
Oh,
'Cause it's
man,
fucking funny.
That's going back.
Mick,
Man.
Torsten says Mick Foley.
Oh, there.
I mean,
All right,
he
Torsten.
was in ECW.
No, you're
He
correct.
All right, Torsten.
He was, and he had some pretty crazy matches. Honestly, I think his craziest matches were the early ones in WCW that nobody was watching,
Yeah.
and then his later shit in WWF
So-
when he came.
So to bring back this 911 thing,
Yeah.
I actually just became friends with Francisco. We were just starting, maybe a couple years. We
Yeah,
went to
maybe.
a show in Lehighton, Pennsylvania at the high school. The main event was 911 versus,
Was it Bam Bam?
no, Bam Bam fought Jim Neidhart.
Okay.
It was 911
Oh,
versus
God.
some fucking
Yeah,
schmuck.
some fucking-
So Francisco stays in line to get this fucking autograph. He pays money to get the autograph picture of 911, right? I go out to take a piss. 911's in the hallway. And I'm just like, man, oh, it's so cool. Nice to meet you. And he was cool as shit.
Yeah.
Shaking my hand, like fucking picked me up because I was little at that time. He was
Yeah.
a huge fucking guy.
Yeah, I was-
He gives me a free autograph picture.
Word.
Fran's like, oh, how much did you pay for that? I'm like, nothing. He's like, what the fuck? I was in line waiting the whole time, and
No,
I
I
paid.
think I actually paid for his.
You
fucking
did.
Autograph
You paid for his
too.
autograph, and he
Right,
just gave me a
And
free.
then I went to the bathroom, and then John just got a free autograph. I was like, what the fuck? Like, and then, you know, I don't want to bring
Oh.
Torsten says, I called 911 before.
that up.
Pablo says, Rey Mysterio, Eddie, Conan, Cactus Jack, Bam Bam Bigelow.
So he just said five people.
So anyway, Pablo, you've named now, Pablo. I said before you only named one. There's 4. Now you've named 37.
Thanks for
Let's
all the input,
let's
buddy.
narrow it down, buddy. The New Blood was Raven, Dreamer, Sandman, Dudley's. I got it. Joey Styles doesn't get enough credit. He did entire shows solo.
by himself.
He was the in-ring interviewer,
Thank
color
you.
commentator, and
Thank
play-by-play.
Who the fuck said that?
Matt.
Yes, dude. Facts, bro.
And he also knocked out fucking JBL, so... Oh my god!
He did, dude. He would open the shows in the ring with a promo, introducing the shit.
Yeah.
He
Go to the
said-
table and call him all by himself.
Pablo says, I have a big Mount Rushmore. Yeah. No fucking kidding.
Yeah, that'd be a
No
huge
fucking kidding. It's the fucking Mount Everest, not Mount Rushmore. The fuck are you doing?
I'm mad at it. Let's see
No.
the extreme replay.
No, but Pablo knows I'm just giving him shit. This guy actually introduced me to ECW.
Yeah.
There, I introduced Francisco to ECW. So, not saying that we wouldn't have found it,
Yeah.
but Pablo introduced us to it.
I mean, Matt's on. He remembers. We would watch. I think it was either Friday night, Saturday night, or Saturday morning, like sometime. But I remember watching it. It was an hour episode, and it was just always good. All right, what we got?
Pablo says Joey knew the names of holds. Wow, how wild! He's like Mauro Ronaldo.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
He was okay.
But he did it by himself. Like
That's
name
the
any
one
other-
thing.
Name any other sport that there's one guy calling.
Will
all
says,
the
don't forget the ECW females. Which ones are you talking about? Because there's Francine, Beulah, and what's her name? The Japanese.
Lay Meow.
Oh
No. Kamana Wanalea. Kimono Wanalea. That's the only ones I can think of. Beulah, Francine, Kimono Wanalea.
Yep. Joel Gertner's a good one too.
Joel Gertner
Joel Gertner's
is.
great.
Pablo says too many guys and women deserve to be mentioned. That's true.
It is,
Because
but there was
they-
only a handful.
And now it's easy to say that looking back at it, that a lot of these people were talented and did not get Nova.
Yeah.
He was fucking good,
Yeah.
but he wasn't presented as somebody who was good.
Nah, ECW was like a conduit.
Pablo says woman.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good one. You're right. And that was early ECW.
Yeah, we forget about her
Because again, a lot of
because
those guys ended up going to WCW and then WWE. You know, like ECW was a
some bitch named Jan.
Jan. All right.
Jan. Is it Jan Brady? Was it Jan
Are
Brady?
you saying Pan or Pan? And it's like home. Well, hey, we still have the pay per view going, so if you guys are watching too, the main event will be coming on. It's just
There he
crazy.
is, Joey
Look at this
Styles.
He had to throw up his headphones.
Right? All right, let me stop.
Doesn't he
Let me-
look like fucking emaciated George Costanza?
shit. Definitely. If George Costanza still had hair and lost weight,
That's who he is.
god damn, I never put that together.
Pablo says Lita trailer park trash.
Oh, wow.
Is he calling her, or was there a girl named Trailer Park Trash?
It says Lita / trailer park trash.
Okay.
I don't know.
Speaking of Beulah,
Jan MB. Jan MB.
Tommy was badass. Look at that shit.
What?
Yeah, he
It's gotta be some kind of fucking joke that he's trying to convey, but I'm not getting.
Look at that fucking arena. It's just a goddamn bingo hall. It
There's
really
Beulah
is,
right
but
there.
It is fucking cool, man.
It's the guy from Impractical Jokers.
Tommy Dreamer.
Guys.
Yeah. So, like,
So you're right, dude. The women, yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay.
women-
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, the women on ECW, they were like if you like this fucking strip club in Daytona Beach,
I mean,
Torsten.
again, like you said, they were
Just
different than what you were
trashy.
seeing on.
Just trashy
they were
looking
different
women.
than what you were seeing on WWF and WCW. It was just
Pablo
a different
says Lita
version.
was in ECW before she
was.
became Lita.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't know if he was calling.
I didn't.
Trailer trash.
Yeah, are you
Really.
calling her
Yeah,
trailer
that-
park trash,
yeah,
or was that
I
her
mean,
I think that
her
might have been her
name?
name or something. I don't remember.
Because I don't know.
I thought she played something.
I don't know. I don't want to call you old, Pablo, but you got a couple years on us.
Newsflash. It's all scripted, anyways.
Yeah, I mean,
So are movies, and we seem to watch those.
yeah.
People have watched.
Here we go.
Game
Oh,
of Thrones
shit.
Here
and
we
shit.
go.
Yeah, this is the match I was just talking about. It's the triple threat: Stevie Richards. I'm pretty sure.
Fucking
Shane Douglas is
BWO.
the champ and Terry Funk, and it's great.
Nova. It's on. Is it on? Can you hear us now? Can you hear me now? Good.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing
They're
that.
full of charge. I don't know why they went off.
Oh,
man.
that's John's best friend, yo.
Yep.
Oh,
There he
this
is.
piece of
Sandman.
shit.
That's who's in this match.
Look at him.
That's who's in this.
It's the
match.
GOAT.
This
He could take.
Look at his fucking.
there's
forehead
no
in that
fucking way.
moment.
In that moment, I would still whoop his ass.
He could take you with
Today?
that, bro.
That fucking Sandman in his prime today, if he would try to step up to me to
It's showing on our end. Here we go.
We're
See,
still live. He just
There.
got to refresh. Yeah.
yeah, we're good.
Someone like this comment.
Yeah, see, this is crazy, bro. He would come out smoking cigarettes and drinking beer. It's fucking wild. It's wild.
All right, that's the only thing I want to give him credit for.
What's that?
Drinking beer and smoking cigarettes, two of my favorite things.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though, too, man. Like, that's what his whole thing was.
Yeah,
it
his
wasn't like he
gimmick,
went in and
yeah.
had technical wrestling
Yeah.
matches.
Yeah.
He took stupid, unnecessary fucking bumps. He came out smoking and drinking. That was his deal.
He looks like such a fucking scumbag.
Who was
Yeah.
Wayne Burnhauser?
Wayne Head is watching. What's up, Wayne? Wayne's a good dude, man.
And he's sober now, so when he comes out and does the beer thing, he just pours another beer.
Yeah, I know, right?
You
The
see, last few
couple
times, yeah. Which is cool. Like if you're sober, that's awesome. You know, more power to you,
Well,
bro.
yeah, definitely.
But it's pretty wild when your gimmick was drinking beer and you have to come out and pour beer in other people's mouths instead of your own. And he's fucking killing that beer too. He ain't wasting that shit.
All right, I'll give him
But
that.
it ain't Stone Cold.
No, look at that. That beer's gone. That
He
beer's
just
gone.
spit a bunch of it out on
Stone
fucking
Cold
figure
had 3
visual
at a
back
time,
there.
right?
Yeah, he's starting to feel it though. He drank most of that.
And
That's
his-
crazy.
And his blood's fucking.
Yeah, and he's just
done.
bleeding. It's fucking wild.
Look for Pablo, because that's where he's at. He's over in that area.
He's just smoking the stove. Yeah, he's hard cam to the right, so he's in the right corner.
Riga, what's cracking?
Hey, cut. What's cracking, cut?
What do you call
What up, Riga?
Christopher.
Third bro job.
Because he's Riga. Mind your fucking
Look at that
business.
beer belly already, you're right. Did you ever see the dark side of the ring on him? He used to be a chipping
No.
nose dancer.
No.
You believe that shit? Sandman.
I'm not watching anything that involves this
Yeah.
fucking scumbag.
Yeah. We're about to watch this.
He's got to drink another one.
He might.
I hope that he gets, like, a fucking plane crashes on him, and then a truck runs him over.
Look at the fucking
And then some
kamikazes.
fucking kid
You
with
see
a
his shoes?
bicycle with a
Yeah.
basket on
Sean
the
Kemp's
front
on.
Yeah. What's up?
I said, I hope a plane crashes on him.
Uh-huh.
Then a truck runs him over, and then a kid with a bicycle with a fucking basket on the front of it fucking runs him over. There's bricks in the basket though.
So it's like real heavy.
Yeah, heavy basket.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Sounds like sounds like a Wayans Brothers movie. Like,
To be fair, like,
different.
can you be mad at the guy? He got to wear, again, he's wearing Reeboks. All right, he's got Zumbaz on and
That
a
was
fucking
the style.
t-shirt.
What is Zumbaz?
Those
Is
are
that
the
the pants?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That was the
If you don't
style.
think I got a pair upstairs to go with my Macho Man shirt, sunglasses, and bandana, you are wrong. You're so wrong. I wore out my Sandman glasses or my Macho Man glasses so much I had to buy a new pair. These are nice ones. I like those ones.
Yep.
I had a bunch of different ones. Here, I'm gonna get rid of your cans.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, get rid of
Terry
the can.
fucking Funk, yo. Dude, I'm jealous of you, Pablo. You got to see Terry Funk wrestle at the ECW arena. That's pretty fucking cool, dude. That's something that not many people got to do.
Hey, Bradley. From where we met at Dynasty in
word.
in the
Oh,
fucking restaurant
that's
before
cool.
we went into Dynasty. He said, "Hey, just saw you guys were live." Bradley, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. That's somebody we met at AEW Dynasty. We're having a good time, buddy. I'm drinking some beers, like
Bringing some beers, Mike.
Some
burrs,
Bringing some beers.
a little bit of whiskey. What?
So so the whole point of this was kind of talk about Taz. We watched a Sabu. We watched a Sabu match. We're kind of watching the rest of this pay-per-view here. Have you ever seen Sabu wrestle live? I don't think I ever did.
Was he at the Gary Albright show? Because
No.
he very well may have been.
No, he came out at the one event that we were at. Because Rob Van Dam wrestled and Sabu came out. I think he hit somebody with a chair, but he didn't
Yeah,
wrestle.
at the tribute to the Extreme. He
Yeah,
came
that's
out
what it
against
was.
Ryan. It was
Yeah. So I guess
Rhino
that
and
was-
Heath Slater.
Yeah,
and-
that's right.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess that we got to see that, but he didn't wrestle. But we got to at least see him there come out live, which was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But it would have been cool to see him wrestle live. Same with Terry Funk. Those were a couple of guys that I'm like, fuck man. I was fortunate. I got to see a lot of. I saw wrestling once when I was a kid, and then when we became adults, we went to a bunch of pay-per-views, so we were able to see some really good wrestlers wrestle. But there was a few that I didn't get to see, and I would have liked to see Funk.
Bradley says, "R.I.P. to the great Sabu. The Taz promo on Dynamite got me all choked up."
Dude, that was really good, man. They did a really good, classy job of doing it. Taz's promo, and then everybody doing the finger up and the zoom out, and then that was really good. I teared up a little bit too. I'm glad he said that. I thought that was really classy the way they did it.
This dude's gonna be drunk.
Look,
before-
again,
before
he's
the
drinking
damn
all
match
that beer.
starts. It's like,
All right, he spit some in his face, but he drank the majority of it. Okay, there's some in the can still. But still, he drank a lot of fucking beer. 3-4 of them shits to the ring.
Yeah, to the head quick.
So he's already
And he
feeling it.
He didn't waste anything. I didn't see any.
Those guys are sober as fuck. You can tell by the way they're moving, and then the drunk guy's just standing there holding the stick still. It's fucking crazy. Like, this was just allowed.
He's just gonna go out and whack people.
Joey Styles is so happy. There's 2 other people on the mic with him. He's just gonna not talk to
So this
them.
is Barely Legal 97.
97, yeah.
So Brad, we're watching Barely Legal 97. We're actually at the triple threat of
The main
Terry
event.
Funk, fucking Steven Richards, and Sandman, who's a fucking piece of garbage.
You were 3 when this came out.
I was 3. Do you know how to math? Do
1980.
you even
Wait,
math, bro?
oh, it's
You know what? I
1990.
don't know if
It's
anybody
87?
can confirm this that's watching,
Yeah,
but I'm
that
pretty
was
sure
84.
ECW was the first place that they had a triple threat, and that's where that like idea came from of having more than one guy in a match. Was from this promotion, not this match. I think it happened a lot earlier than this, but I'm pretty sure. I don't know if somebody can.
Yeah, no.
But I'm pretty sure that's what I remember
I
hearing.
don't
was
remember,
that.
but that is a
Pablo says he was
question for
excited
Google
to
because
see.
I don't remember when WWF.
Yeah, seriously.
Because you're right, because it was either one-on-one,
Yeah, or tag
2-on-2.
team matches. But the first time I ever saw a
Come on.
triple threat or 4-way match, you're like, the fuck is that? And then you see it and you're like, this is badass. Because it adds another element to it. Some people are very, nope, it's got to be one-on-one. I dig triple threats. If they're done right, then they're good. You know? Like any match. Like I've seen, here's my thing. I've seen more shitty regular one-on-one matches that I was excited for than a triple threat or a 4-way match that I was like, this is going to be good, and I was disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Like, they usually are pretty good because you can add, there's no disqualification. There's just different elements you can add to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Brad says that he has to do some late night work after putting wifey and daughter to bed because he wasn't a wrestling fan until about 2015.
Oh wow, that's crazy. See, what's wild about that is I was a wrestling fan until like 03, 04 maybe, and then I stopped watching for like 10 years. I didn't get back until WrestleMania 26 is when I
I stopped
started
watching for a
again.
little while myself. Pablo says he was excited to see Dr. Death in ECW.
Cool.
It was
Good
in
point.
Mexico though.
Yeah. Dr. Death is good. Those are matches that we
Emily's
can
watching.
bring up
What's
on
up,
lit
Emily?
match. Those are something we can bring up on a lit match one time is to watch Dr. Death matches in Japan.
There's some really good ones.
Oh, Dr. Death was phenomenal.
Kawada's up too. We'll watch some of him too. He's got really good matches.
The Kawada Club, they come into the restaurants.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now Kawada's that's who Eddie Kingston kind of mirrored his image and moveset after. But
I think Pablo's saying that the triple threats and things of that nature
yeah,
originated in Mexico.
yeah.
is what I
But
think
so
he's saying.
ECW stole it, and
Yeah.
that became that's
Yeah, I
what-
was gonna
yeah.
say, yeah, it was what, to the late '90s that
Yeah.
the WWF finally.
Torsten
the first
says
triple
that
threat.
once they dropped the F from WWF, he was out.
Yeah, I was only in a little. Dude, I'm with you. I was only watching a little bit after that. Well, here's the other thing too. I like we watched when we were kids and we became teenagers, and then I got this thing called pussy.
WWE.
And then once I started getting that, I was like, I don't really want to watch wrestling. I really want to kind of harness all
You
my
just wanna
energy
focus
into
on-
getting more of more pussy.
What
So that
fucked me
really
up-
took over for a while.
what
And then I
fucked me
got
up-
married and I had some kids and I'm like, you know what? Let's start watching wrestling
I
again.
don't know.
And then I was
What
able to
fucked me up-
balance that, you know? But that's really what changed it for me. Is
When
like,
somebody told me
you know.
there's a bunch of guys with no pants on fighting for a belt,
yeah,
that kind of fucked me up for a
a
little
little while. Right? Especially
while.
after you got pussy. You're like, you know what?
Well,
Probably should do that
I was
instead of the
always
whole.
listen. I was getting it.
All right,
I was getting it.
but still,
Earmuffs.
once I got
earmuffs.
once I got it,
Like,
I
was
don't care about
getting it.
wrestling.
I was getting
You know?
it.
But also, you know, like mid '90s to the early 2000s, wrestling was cool.
Pablo says same with death matches coming out of Japan
Yeah.
before the States and Puerto Rico.
Yep.
This guy is a fucking wrestling historian.
He's
Yeah.
right, but a lot of these guys, like Jericho, would go to these other countries and bring it back. Terry Funk, and because he wrestled in Japan,
Mhm.
you know, he wrestled in these death matches. He was in the King of the Death Match tournaments with look at that shit. That's what I
Ooh.
remember from this pay-per-view. Was that?
Guys,
He's
there's a
50 years
few
old.
people that if you are wrestling fans, I'd like you to go ahead and check out on social medias. Jamal Curtis Barker, aka Corporal Punishment, please check him out. Clint Dye, Tag Team Photography,
Damn.
check them out. These are guys that are very supportive of everyone and they do great work. Check them out.
What's crazy with that ladder is like that looks like they just went to the Home Depot,
Well, that's a real ladder.
bought a
yeah.
ladder, and said,
Yeah,
"All right, let's
that's,
wrestle with this
that's
shit."
not a prop.
No, they didn't gimmick it up at
yeah,
all.
that's what I mean.
It's just a real ass ladder. Like that's
so if
fucking
somebody
super.
falls, yeah. So if somebody falls on the ladder,
Aaron Sorson's killing you right now.
Yeah.
what do you say?
So you were not getting pussy. Then you were watching. Then you got it and stopped watching. Got married. Stopped getting pussy and started watching again. LOL seems to be a trend here.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Because when you're a kid, you're not getting vagina, and then you're watching wrestling, and then you get the V, and you're like, "This is way better than that."
Listen,
That goes on the back burner. I
can't-
get married, and
You can't take anything from fucking somebody who looks like Master Splinter and fucking Napoleon Dynamite had a fucking abortion.
That's true, and they're Amish,
Yes.
so also that's a valid point.
Any raps.
And again, you know, he is saying that this is all scripted and whatnot. The guy just got body slammed, and the back of his head hit the fucking ladder. And again, that ladder is just a Home Depot ladder. It's not. You can
It
see
was-
the stickers on it still.
It was at Lowe's. Okay.
Close. It's true.
Man, there was no lows back then.
It's true. And this is Philly. It's Home Depot.
Ironically, it was the opposite for me. One of the first dates I had with my wife was watching Royal Rumble 2015 at my best friend's house.
So you
That's
found a
Brad.
good. You found a good chick, bro.
You did.
You found a
Listen,
good chick.
I don't know if you follow the page very closely, but I did post the other day that there are women out there that will watch wrestling with you. Never settle, King. Know your worth. Thorsten says fake ladder.
Yeah, definitely fake ladder. No, now they're not fake. They're gimmick. It's a little different.
That one there is not fake. Again, you can see the stickers and everything on it. Frank works with ladders, for God's sakes. He's a goddamn painter.
He works with ladders like he's.
That's definitely real. I see him. Warner. Like,
See, exactly.
listen, that's
He's got
all.
a brain and everything.
Just
See that
'cause
shit?
of that.
See?
I feel like
There's
when you
no-
say that
there's
he
no
works
gems in
with
the
ladders,
middle.
like it's him, fucking N-Rock, Chucky, and ladders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just like
they're
him
all-
talking and like
yes.
it's like him and a couple of
He's
people
like,
and
"Hey,
just ladders
guys.
lined up. All right, guys, here's the lineup
Guys,
for
I'm
today.
gonna need you to fucking
Yep.
spray the ceiling in this complex.
Yeah.
Ladder,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna need you to roll the wall over here.
Yep. He's equal opportunity, man. Come on, man.
Jeez.
You know?
This is the first man that hired a ladder.
Oh.
Okay. Terry Funk, even at that time, this is 1997.
Yeah. He's 75 years old here.
Yeah, he's
No.
got bitch.
Yeah, right.
No, he's in his 50s.
That's
yeah.
what I always felt about Ric Flair. Like
He's always looked
old.
him and Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson's looked 50 his whole life.
Pablo says it's
Yeah.
amazing what you can make out of cardboard. And you're 100% right. The titles that we made
Out of cardboard with
out of
badass.
cardboard were fucking dope.
Fucking ladder shots.
He looks like he drank. Torsten says Nerf ladder.
Nerf ladder. Dude, if they had a Nerf ladder, that'd be great. I'd have one.
I would fucking shoot it to the moon. Terry Funk looks as drunk as Sandman should be
Yeah.
right now.
I don't think Sandman's still on the thing.
No, he's not. Because he chugged 4 fucking beers in 5 minutes on the way to the ring. And whatever else he did prior. Yeah, crazy shit, though. Well, we're at that hour mark, so we got an hour in of watching wrestling and bullshitting and drinking and losing our feed for a second and taking a piss, and it was fun.
I left it because I didn't take it with me.
Yeah, it's true. Thanks for doing that.
No problem, because if I took it with me, I
Just
might
go here
steal
next
it.
time.
Yeah.
Just do
You're
it.
not cool unless you pee
Yeah,
your pants.
Not cool until you pee your pants. Call me Miles Davis.
I mean,
We're gonna
so
stop
the idea of today was to try to honor Sabu.
We're watching EC fucking W. Right
We are
now.
watching ECW.
About as much as you can do to honor Sabu. He is ECW.
He really is.
He was on a lot of people's Mount Rushmore. He's like him and Tommy Dreamer when we were all doing ours and everybody else's. They were the two ones that you heard the most.
Right,
Were
Yeah.
those two.
right.
Were Sabu
Of
and
the
Tommy
Mount,
Dreamer.
of the Mount Rushmores, yeah.
They were on a lot of people's because you think of them with that.
Yeah, I mean
It's-
that's when you see the ECW logo. That's right away the pictures you. Of
What's it called?
wrestlers
Kratom?
You think of.
Kratom?
Kratom.
I'm gonna smoke some weed and Kratom in honor of him. Is that what you do with Kratom?
I
have
think.
no
I
idea.
think so.
I
I
don't know
think
what
it's
you do with it. I'm gonna figure out one, how to use it, and two, I'm gonna fucking use it in his honor. All right. But that's my tribute to him, gentlemen. This was fun. This was cool.
It was a good time.
Definitely good.
Little John, stop
guys,
fucking talking
thank you
so
for
much.
tuning in.
God damn, you loud mouth.
He just sits there and laughs at us.
Yeah.
This is what he likes to do.
Yeah,
That's fine.
we're his comedian.
There is wild shit on right now. Like these guys they're not wrestling. They're just fighting each other.
They're
at this
just a
point.
bunch of fucking trailer park guys fighting over. I don't know what they're fighting over. Rhonda.
Yeah.
Fighting over Rhonda.
That's I don't know.
Yolanda. All right. I guess that's it then. We'll see you guys next time.
All right.
Maybe we'll be live. Maybe we won't.
Maybe we
You
won't.
know, we got
It's-
some more shit coming, some reels coming.
I
We got a
think
pay-per-view
that-
coming up in 2 weeks, so we'll probably do something about
I
that.
think I would like to do more video,
Yeah.
so people can actually see us instead of just hear us. only.
Yeah, true. We're getting there. It's a work in progress.
Is this how you drugs? Is what Matt says. Honor Sabu by saying his favorite line. Fuck Hulk Hogan. That's not Sabu, but
That's Sheiky, baby.
that's the Iron Sheik. But
Yeah.
fuck Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and agree.
Yeah,
with
I'm good with that one.
you. I'm not gonna disagree with you. Torsten says we need to do Cowman and Big Sex.
Oh my god. It's not big sex anymore, it's normal size sex in flex.
It's ample sex.
Ample size sex in flex. Woo! There it is, baby. Alright, guys.
All right.
See you
Have a
next
good
time.
night.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We
Yeah.
appreciate y'all.